What's up, guys? I'm going to be doing a review of the JQ products, the car RTR. I've had it for a few months now. I'm taking it to the track a lot. Spent a lot of hours at the track racing this thing. As you can see, the engine and the exhaust and all that air filter is not in here. I moved it over here to this 8 3.0 because this is going to be my main race thing. That was just to get really started and to get the guts, put it in here. And you can see I upgraded the pipe. Most of the time I was running this pipe is Dynamite mid-range pipe. This is the stock one here. I mean, it's still pretty good. I mean, it's not the worst, but it's definitely worth upgrading, I think. I also changed the air filter type. It used to be that oval type, but I have a lot of these, so I just use that. So to get with a review, I mean, I really like this kit for $400. It's excellent. I mean, it's great. I mean, in general, without considering the price, it's still really good. I really like for example, the wing here. You screw it right in. There's nuts under here. You just screw the wing in versus this. You do this kind of body mount deal here. You're probably going to be switching that over. And also with the steering, I've noticed that there's actually almost no play in the steering, which is actually a pretty big deal, especially for ready to run, you know. But with this 8 3.0, you can see there's a lot more play in the steering than that. So I think that's, I mean, these hub carriers and steering blocks in there, they're aluminum. I'm probably going to be carrying that over, and the wing, which, I mean, I think speaks volumes, because this is a ready to run for $400, and that's a kit that I don't know what, maybe $600 when there's new. I paid $350 for it because it's old. But like, I want to be moving the wing over and the hub carriers and steering blocks to a kit from a ready to run, which I think that means a lot. So you just really get the sense that this kit here was built and developed and manufactured by a racer, not a company. I mean, I don't know how you want to take that, but it's just those little things that I really enjoy. I mean, the layout is virtually the same. I mean, it's the same steering geometry and everything. It's basically the same layout. The only weak point I would say with this kit is the shock bodies. Same thing with my overview. I don't really like the shock bodies. I mean, they're not threaded. They have little preload spacer deals, you know, but I mean, for $400, you kind of have to expect that. I mean, the money went somewhere else, so that's okay with me. And the servo horn here, can't really see it too well. The plastic one in here, the teeth, they get eaten out real quick because it's a fully plastic horn. Whereas this one, it's a plastic horn, but then there's a little metal gear that goes on top of the servo and then into the plastic. So I would really recommend, you know, getting like a $5 to $10, maybe $15, you know, aluminum steering servo or horn to go on your steering servo. The throttle, I haven't had any issues with throttle because it's this thing, this little tri-horn thing. I mean, dual. But I mean, for the steering, absolutely, that's a must. It's the first thing you have to buy for sure. But other than that, I mean, it's really just fuel and tires and rims. That's about all you really need for this kit. I mean, if you're not really a hardcore racer, then you can go really far with this kit. And if you are still like super hardcore, you're really into it, you know what you're doing, you know how to tune, you know how to set up, then you can still do that. I mean, I would argue that the shock towers, they offer even more, can't quite see it in there, but they offer even more adjustability along the whole spectrum than the 8 3.0. I mean, yeah, it weighs more, and it might not be the greatest quality in all the areas, you know, holistically, but for $400, I mean, you really can't beat it. I mean, I mean, obviously I haven't had other RTR buggies, but from what I've done research online and my personal experience, I mean, this is just great. I mean, like I said, with the wing and the steering carriers and steering blocks, to be carrying that over it means a lot. I think that speaks a lot. Let's see, what else is there to say? I mean, it's just a great kit overall. I mean, the body, there's nothing really wrong with the body. It's just a normal body. I mean, it's not like a name brand body from what I can tell, but there's nothing wrong with it. It works great. I mean, I think it looks pretty cool if you take a few of the stickers off. And I mean, JQ Racing is a company I really support. I mean, I might look in getting their actual kit version once I run this to the ground. But for now, I'm just going to be racing this with that transmitter over there. See how it does. But I mean, for this, I mean, I really recommend it. For $400, it's a great kit. And in general, I mean, it's a great kit too. I mean, it's not the best in general when you don't consider price, but it's pretty good, you know.